I tried 3 coffee alternatives: Moonbrew, Mud Water, and my own secret concoction. I'm going to compare all 3, what their claims are, how much sugar's in each, what the cost per serving is, what the ingredients are, and most important, how they made me feel and how they taste. And at the end, I will tell you which one of these 3 I will be drinking. So what are the claims they all make? Well, they're all a little bit different. Moonbrew is the one that claims that it is a sleep aid. They say that it helps you get more REM sleep and deep sleep, and it has ingredients like magnesium and l-theanine. I'll go through the whole ingredient list. Mud Water claims that it is clean, focus, and energy without the jitters that coffee gives you. And it has some adaptogenic and immune boosting and focus boosting mushrooms in there. Things like lion's mane, chaga, and reishi. And then this one, I just find it a comforting, low caffeine, low sugar, low calorie, inexpensive, lovely, relaxing drink, either instead of coffee in the morning or as kind of a quiet down drink in the evening. So let's talk about Moonbrew. I got my cup and I have my notes. Moonbrew has 5 calories per serving. It says it has no sugar. This is the chai cinnamon flavor. It's supposed to taste fine on its own without adding anything to it. What's unique about the Moonbrew is it's designed to help you sleep better. I'm not a scientist, but I'm going to read you the ingredients and the claims that they make about them. It's got magnesium glycinate and taurate for muscle relaxation and sleep support, l-theanine, which is supposed to calm the mind and reduce stress, L-tryptophan, precursor to melatonin and serotonin, glycine, improves sleep quality, GABA, promotes relaxation, zinc glycinate, supports immune function and sleep regulation, reishi mushrooms, I think that's in both products, reduces stress and supports deep sleep, turkey tail mushroom for immune and gut health, jujube seed extract, chamomile extract, lemon balm extract, natural cinnamon, chai flavoring, citric acid, monk fruit extract, and sea salt. So this one is almost more medicinal. It is not an organic product. It's not a supernatural product particularly. It's really more of a functional product, I would say. I've been hearing a lot about the value of taking the right kinds of magnesium and l-theanine for sleep. It's about $45 for a package, and there's about 30 scoops or 30 servings, although it does say you could do 1 or 2 scoops. Normally I would use a bigger cup. 1 scoop. I can say already there's a nice cinnamony, vanilla-y smell, like a chai smell. There's also kind of like a wet dog, dead animal smell. I'm really hoping that that is maybe from the room. There's a little bit of a medicinal sharpness to it, and there is that kind of a wet dog smell. This would have to really have significant benefits to my sleep to drink this, because it tastes pretty bad. About $1.50 per serving, tastes disgusting, may improve sleep. Next up is Mud Water. So before I go into the details, I'm going to tell you I have tried this before and I've figured out the best way to prepare it and make it taste good. And I'll show you what that is. But let's go through the claims and the ingredients. I add a couple of things to the Mud Water to make it taste good to me, but plain, it's about 20 calories per serving. There's no sugar. It costs about $1.30 per serving. It has 35 milligrams of caffeine in it, which is not insignificant, but a regular cup of coffee has close to 95. So unless you're super sensitive, this is going to be a good low caffeine alternative. It does have a variety of functional mushrooms. Again, I'm not a scientist. I can't speak to the claims, but I will read you the full list of ingredients. Unlike Moonbrew, this is much more of an organic, natural product. All the ingredients are organic. They're all things that you could grow, that you would recognize, rather than kind of chemical compounds. One more time, the claim on this is that it gives you focus and natural energy without the jitters. It has their own organic mushroom blend, which is made of chaga, reishi, lion's mane, cordyceps mushrooms, and mycelium, cultured on organic oats or organic sorghum. It has organic cacao. It has organic spice blend, which includes cinnamon, turmeric, ginger, cardamom, black pepper, nutmeg, cloves. It has organic black pepper powder and Himalayan pink sea salt, and that's it. There's no other chemical additives. This tin has about 30 servings and costs about $40, which is about $1.30 per serving. I tried it plain and it wasn't bad, but I didn't love it. What I learned was that if I added just a teaspoon of this coconut milk powder, which I had around the house, they sell it in my grocery store in with the other non-dairy coffee creamers, and then like a half to a quarter teaspoon of raw honey. And I thought it was a pretty nice tasting drink. I do still drink coffee, but sometimes I'll have this instead of my second cup. This one does kind of require the frother to really get it stirred up. So what I do is I just put a tiny bit in there first, froth it, and then put more water in. Because this cup is so small, I'm going to make a smaller serving. So don't account for the amounts that I'm putting in here. But I would normally put a heaping teaspoon in, but the same of the coconut powder, a little bit of honey. I really don't want to splatter this all over. Phew. This is nice. No wet dog smell, no like biting chemical smell or taste. It's warm. It's cinnamony with the coconut milk. It's kind of rich. I like the taste. I will tell you about the drink that I created, but first let me talk about the calories and sugar after mixing in honey and the coconut powder. So this is about 20 calories. The coconut powder adds another 20. The raw honey, about 10, depending on how much you put in. So about 50 calories for a full serving. And then I looked it up. It turns out that raw honey has about 3 grams of sugar per half a teaspoon. But since there is no real sugar in the coconut powder and no real sugar in here, it's a total of about 3 grams of sugar, which beats the heck out of like almost anything you could drink. It does boost the cost a little bit to add this and the raw honey in. I didn't do the math on that because this is just a random brand that I picked up at the local grocery store. It could be any brand from anywhere, and same with the honey, and those costs would vary. So let's talk about the third drink. I started to wonder if there was something that might be more relaxing. And so I decided to try creating my own very simple, very easy, very inexpensive coffee alternative. And I'm going to show you that now. Raw cacao, a little bit of that coconut milk powder, and a little bit of raw honey. In terms of caffeine, there is between 15 and 20 milligrams of caffeine. It depends on the cacao powder. In terms of sugar and calories, the half a teaspoon honey, the raw cacao, and the coconut milk powder together, about 3 grams of sugar, and altogether about 55 calories. The cost per serving for the cacao, based on this brand, which happens to be the one that I had already in the house, is about 25 cents. So I don't know, like a fifth or sixth of the cost of the other two. And then the cost of the honey and the coconut milk powder, which I didn't add up because I don't know the exact cost because they vary. I will put the amounts in the description. I usually put in a really heaping spoonful of this cacao, but I'm just going to put in like less than a teaspoon. Smaller spoon of the coconut milk. Just a tiny bit of the honey to just kind of cut the bitterness of the cacao, a half a teaspoon. But really, that's about it. So I'm going to froth this. Hope I don't spray all over me. Fill it the rest of the way with water. Give it a little stir. None of these products are sponsored, obviously. It's good. It's really good. And the more you drink it, the more you want to drink it. It doesn't have like medicinal relaxation properties, but it's a lovely drink for the evening when you don't want to have a lot of sugar and a lot of calories or a lot of caffeine, but you want something rich and warm and tasty. So that's the claim. That's the full claim, is it's a delicious drink. This one, the mud water, is about $1.30 per serving. Moonbrew, about $1.50 per serving. The cacao-based version, about 25 cents per serving, plus the cost of the coconut powder and the honey. The claims: focused energy, pretty low caffeine, about 25 or 35 milligrams. Moonbrew, the claims that it helps you sleep. It has a lot of medicinal ingredients to help you do that. It tastes truly disgusting. At least this vanilla cinnamon, the cinnamon chai version does. And the claims for this, none. It's just a nice relaxing drink with a little bit less caffeine even than the mud water. Calories, around 50 or 60, around 50 or 60, a little bit less. Sugar, 3 grams, but only from the 3 grams that come from the honey. Same with this, 3 grams, only the 3 grams that come from the honey. The Moonbrew uses an alternative sweetener, I think monk fruit. It tastes very sweet, but it has no sugar in it. So no surprise, my own homemade version is my favorite. I think that's the winner. It is by far the cheapest, by far the best tasting. It's the lowest in caffeine. Now, the only thing outstanding is if there are really some great properties in these mushrooms that mud water has, that is yet to be fully proven. Although I will say there was that lion's mane mushroom that I picked in the woods near my house, and I swear it called to me, and I swear it made me smarter. So I will not discount the value of the mushrooms.